Hi guys, today's lesson is all about inequalities again, but word problem inequalities. So I need you to find your note sheet that I gave you in class. It should be labeled at the top 6.1, 6.2 word problems. So then you don't have to write down all the word problems. If you can't find it, it's also posted to Google Classroom if you have a printer or if you want to do it through Cami, or if you don't want to do it that way, you could also just pause the video and actually write out the word problem first before we move on. All right, so working with word problems, we need to remember our strategies. So one of our strategies is to read the problem multiple times and to make sure that we are highlighting or underlining our key information here. But make sure you're only underlining the really, really, really key information, not going crazy and highlighting everything. So I want you to read the first problem dealing with Tamara, and I want you to pause the video right now, and I want you to please highlight your key information. All right, so hopefully you actually paused the video and you highlighted your key information. This is what I highlighted. So we have here at 7 cents per minute plus a monthly fee of $19. She budgets $29.50 per month, and I want to know the maximum number of minutes. So I had up top here that we are going to set these up right like an equation. So we still need to define our variable. So the question's asking the maximum number of minutes. So our variable x is going to be number of minutes. Okay. After that, we're looking to see, do we have a total? And yes, we have a total here of $29.50. I'm going to put that on the end. All right, and I'm just going to put an equal sign there for right now as like a placeholder. And then it says here 7 cents per minute, this word per here. So it's going to be 0.07x plus a monthly fee of $19, okay? So we now have this set up right like we would an equation. But remember, we said it's an inequality, so we actually are going to erase this equal sign here. We need to read through this again. She budgets $29.50 per month. You need to think about, what does that mean? Can she spend more than $29.50, or does she need to spend less than that? And if you're budgeting it, that means you need to spend less than that. So we're going to put our less than symbol in there. Since she's budgeting, we can spend equal to $29.50. We just can't go over the $29.50. So now we have set up here an inequality that you guys know how to solve. So again, pause the video, and I want you to please go through and solve. All right, so our solving process here, we subtract our 19 divided by our 0.07. So I get here an answer of x is less than or equal to 150. Because it's a word problem, you do not have to graph these on a number line. Instead, we need to write a statement. What does this answer actually mean? Okay, and if we go back, we want to know what's the maximum number of minutes Tamara can use. So we need to write here, Tamara can use less than or equal to 150 minutes as our answer. All right, guys, moving on to the next one here. An online music club has a one-time registration fee of $13.95, charges 49 cents to buy each song. If Emma has $50 to join the club and buy songs, what is the maximum number of songs she can buy? So again, pause the video, highlight your key information, define your variable, see if you can set up an inequality. Go ahead. Okay, so I have here how I have things highlighted. I defined my variable as number of songs because that's what the question is asking us to find, how many songs she can buy. And I have my equation here. Now, I have an equal sign still in here. You need to figure out what symbol should actually go in here. It's not an equal sign. It's one of your inequality symbols. So again, Emma has $50 to join the club. What does that mean? Can she buy more? Can she spend more than $50? Or does she have to spend less than $50? So hopefully you're saying less than. And the question of, is it equal to? Can she spend exactly $50? And the answer is yes, so it can be equal to. So go through and pause the video again, and please solve your inequality. All right, so going through and solving, you should be getting as an answer, x is less than or equal to 73.57. But you need to ask yourself, does that answer make sense? Our label here, our defining our variable, is number of songs. So the problem that we have here is the last time I checked, we cannot buy 73.57 songs. So we need to ask ourselves, what does our actual answer mean? So in this case here, we're not following rounding rules. We're actually going to end up rounding down, and our answer is going to be 73 songs. All right, because of this less than symbol. I don't have enough money to spend to buy 74 songs. That would mean I'd be spending over $50. So this way I'm buying 73 songs, and I would end up having just a little bit of money left over. All right, moving on to the next one. Again, pause the video, read through, underline your keywords, define your variables, see if you can get all the way through this one. Go ahead. So we have here X being the number of days, or you could have used D like it asked in the problem, and you have your inequality here. 10 plus 2X is greater than or equal to 75. This is our first one that we have a greater than or equal to sign. So let's take a look as to why. Right? It says here that Peter wants to be able to spell at least 75 words. So I like to think of things in terms of money. If I want to make at least $75 while I'm working, that means that I want greater than or equal to $75. I'm not going to be happy if I come home with less than that. So if you think about it in terms of money, it might be a little bit easier to figure out your symbol. But that's why you have your greater than or equal to sign there. All right, so going through and solving, we get an answer of X is greater than or equal to 32.5. So again, we need to think about number of days. I'm not going to say, oh, I'll get it in 32.5 days. We need to think about what that actually means. Since this is a greater than symbol, our answer here is 33 days. Okay, I'm not going to get it in 32 days. I'm going to get it in 33 days. So that is our actual answer. All right, last one here. Okay, I want you to now go through, underline your key information again, see what you can set up. All right, so hopefully this is about what you have. This one's just a little bit different because we have Chelsea going to the fair here, and she's spending $20 on admission, $15 on snacks, and 65 cents per game. So we're really have these three things on the left side here. And then my equal sign here, okay? I want to know what inequality symbol should go in there. So read through, figure that out. Okay, so really it should be a less than or equal to symbol in there because Chelsea only has $45 to spend, so she cannot spend any more money than that $45. But she can spend equal to it, so that should be a less than or equal to sign. So again, pause the video, go through and solve. All right, so hopefully going through and solving here, you can see that your answer should have been X is less than or equal to 15.38. But again, we're talking about the number of times playing a game. I can't play the game 15.38 times. So you need to actually write your actual answer here, which is 15 times that Chelsea can play the game. And again, we're rounding down here because she only has $45. All right, so that is our lesson for today, guys. Please make sure that you're checking your Google Classroom for what your homework is, what the rest of your work is. There should be a practice worksheet posted there. Don't forget to define your variables, set your inequalities up. Don't forget to put the inequality signs in there, not equal signs, and then actually writing what your answer means. Please make sure you're reaching out to me through email or a Zoom session, however you need to make sure that you're asking questions. Thanks, guys. Bye.